So guys, I'm going to be doing the wedding wedding tag for you guys today. I think I said I was going to do it in my last vlog and I totally forgot. That day I was like super rushing through, and today I have time, so I'm going to get started on it. Sorry. The first question is, what is your fiance's name? His name is Sebastian, but I never call him that because it's way too long. Second question is, how did you know they were the one? I think, as cliche as it sounds, when you know, you just know. Everybody tried to tell us that we were wrong for each other, including us. We fought being together for so long, and there was just something that kept bringing us together. So, I mean, obviously there was something bigger telling us that we needed to be together. So, once we started dating, that connection has never changed, and I truly believe when you find the one that you just, like, look, soulmates kind of thing. Next question is, how did the proposal take place? I'm going to find the picture right now. It was at the restaurant we're getting married at. I think I mentioned that. He was super, super nervous, so I knew that I already knew something was going to happen, but it was still really, really sweet and really thought out, which I thought was really cute. But it was also funny because there's a family eating dinner next to us, and they didn't care, like, at all. They just continued to eat while he was proposing to me, which I thought was so funny. I know I have the picture here of how he asked me. He actually had them bring it out on a plate. I know, you're like, what? Bring it out on a plate, not the ring, why can't I find the picture? I know I have it. I can't find it, but he had them right a long time ago when we went there for, like, the first time, one of the first times that we actually, like, admitted to each other that we were going to date. He had them write "I love you" on a plate and bring it out to me, and I thought that was really cute, so he did that again, but this time he put on there, "Will you marry me?" And I can't freaking find the picture. Okay, here, I found one. Here it is. I don't know if you could see it. There you go. So he brought it out. That's like a strawberry and some chocolate, and that's my ring. You can't really see. But anyways, it was cute. It was thought out. I said yeah, obviously. Now I gotta go find the freaking questions again. Oh my god, this video is gonna be so long. Sorry. Next question is, who did you tell first? I put it on Facebook first, and my mom was so pissed off at me because we didn't call her first, and he didn't ask her permission. He asked my dad, but he didn't ask her, and she flipped the F out because she said that she should have known and he should have told her. But she is the type of person that would have, like, hinted it to me somehow, and I'm glad he didn't tell her, so it was worth her little fit that she threw. But anyways, after that, after Facebook, I told my sister. But everybody knew. He'd already told everyone, so there was nobody that was surprised. Next question is, what is the date of your wedding? 11/7/2013, November 7th. Next question is, what age will you be when you get married? I will be 22. My birthday is in 3 weeks, so I'll be 22. Just a little side note. Next question is, where will you be getting married? Where will you get married? We're getting married at the restaurant, Cuban restaurant club thing. Already talked about it. Next question is, how many guests will be there? So far, 120, but that's give or take a few. So we'll see. We bought 120 guests, like 120 plates, so we have to have 120 people there. Well, not have, they don't have to show up, but we can't exceed that amount. Next question is, do you have a DJ or a band? We have a DJ. I didn't even know people still do bands. Next question is, who is your best man? Well, I don't have a best man. He has a best man. So I think it's supposed to say, who is the best man? His name is Daniel, and he is my fiance's older brother. Next question is, who is the maid of honor? I have two. One is my sister. One is my best friend. Her name is Tess. Next question is, who is the flower girl and ring bearer? Flower Girl is our daughter, Maya. She runs in and out of my videos. And then his two nieces. One name's Dominique, the other one's name is Danielle. The ring bearers are my little brothers, which one's name is Robert, the other one's name is Grayson, and the other ring bearer we have is his nephew Marcus. And I don't really consider them ring bearers because they're not going to be holding any rings. They're kind of mini couples because they're going to be walking down the aisle like the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. Next question is, what is the cake like? I don't know, because I haven't went to a cake tasting yet because I'm a slacker. So, I don't know. I don't even know what I want it to look like. All I know is that I want it to be chocolate. And my fiancé doesn't really eat sweets, so he doesn't care. So, who knows what the cake will look like. Next question is, will there be any special ceremonies or readings? We plan on doing the knot ceremony, maybe we plan on doing the knot ceremony. Not 100% sure because I don't really want the ceremony to drag on because it's going to be in November, so I'm pretty sure it'll be a little bit cold out there and I don't want people to freeze. But if you don't know what the knot ceremony is, you can Google it. It's like where they got the name tying the knot from. But basically, to sum it up, the minister or the officiant actually ties your hands together with like a knot thing, and your moms read off of a poem. It's really sweet. You should look it up and it'll explain better detail than me. Or any special readings. We're doing a reading for his dad because his dad passed away, I think in 94 when he was 5, so we want to include him as much as we can. Like, he's going to have a seat there still, even though he won't physically be there. We still want to include him in there. Next question, I'm sorry. What is there for food? There is tons of delicious food. It's at a Cuban restaurant, so it's all pretty much Cuban food. We already did our food tasting there, and we didn't have to choose anything. That was basically just for us to taste it and write notes down. And I loved everything, so it's going to be really hard to choose. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing like a fish, even though I hate fish. That fish was so good. It's a white fish and a shredded beef marinated in some kind of stuff. And then there's hot and cold appetizers, and then we're doing just wedding cake for dessert. And there's also like a salad, a Caribbean salad. Caribbean salad. Next question is, photographer or videographer? We are having a photographer. She's a friend of a friend, and she just does amazing work. So she gave us like a ridiculously good price, so I'm so happy we found her. And we are not doing a videographer, which I'm really hoping I don't regret. I really just want it like recorded so I can see it. I don't really need it like professionally done, so my little brother's gonna record most of it for us. I just really hope I don't regret not doing that. But I just want to be able to look back and see it. I mean, it doesn't have to be HD with opening credits. I mean, I don't really care about that. Next question is, will there be dancing? My fiancé is Puerto Rican, so it's like a requirement in his family. And I like to dance, but I don't really think I can dance, so we'll see how that goes. Next question is, do you want a honeymoon? I would love a honeymoon, but my fiancé just got a new job 2 months ago, and he's not going to have the time off to take a full vacation honeymoon, so we're only going to be like staying in a hotel and just like enjoying our day doing something. We're not going like, well, we're going somewhere, but we're not going like on a vacation. I know it's sad, but, and our daughter's also really small. She'll only be almost 2 by then, and I don't want to leave her. So next question is, are you going to buy a house? We gave ourselves 5 years to buy a house. I want to finish school first, and then we'll look into buying a house. And we have to fix both of our credit situations because student loans and hospital bills are 2 things that will stop you from buying a house. But definitely plan on it, and I really want a backyard for my daughter to play in. Next question is, do you plan on having children? We already have one, but we do want another one, maybe when she's a little bit older. Definitely not in the near future. Next question is, where will you live? The same place we live now. Well, not the same place because we're moving in June, but the same place we'll be living then. We already live together, so we're living the same place. Next question is, what do you both do for work? He works for an ambulance company, and I go to school and stay home with the baby. Next question is, do you think the marriage will last? Yeah, I don't think we would be doing it if we didn't think it would last. It better last. I come from divorced parents, and obviously his dad died when he was young, so we both have had broken families, and I don't want to do that to my daughter, and I don't want to do that to us. So when we sign the paper, it's forever. Next question is, are you happy? Yep. I don't think I've ever been this happy or this sure about anything ever. And next question is, what kind of last question is, what kind of marital advice would you offer somebody? These questions are really weird. Marital advice? I don't know, because I'm not married yet. But I would say, my amateur advice, trust, love each other, don't fight in front of your kids, and never go to sleep angry. I think those are the ones that we follow. I mean, you have to, I know it's so stupid to say that because everybody says it, but trust really is important. I mean, if you don't trust the person that you're potentially going to marry, there's no point in marrying them, because you're always going to be battling within yourself. I'm sorry, I completely just lost track of what I was going to say, but anyways, when we do argue, we don't argue very often, and when we do argue, we never argue in front of our daughter, because she needs to think that we have the perfect relationship, and we don't argue in front of anybody else either. And if anybody ever asks about your relationship, you tell them that it is the best, most perfect relationship you've ever been in, even if you're having hard times, because everyone's going to go through hard times, and you don't need anybody else's opinion on your marriage but your spouse. If you can't talk to your spouse, then that's a whole nother issue, but I wouldn't involve anybody else in your marriage, because we keep all of our problems, any issues that we've had, to ourselves, and we're able to work through them a lot better than we would be without everybody jumping down our throats about what we should and should not do. So I think that's all the advice I have. If you have any other tags you want me to do, or any questions, or want me to clarify anything, just let me know, and I'll see you guys next week.